peddled to various media outlets to drag the Binays into the pork barrel scam. Though Rep. Binay claimed earlier that this was the handiwork of two brothers from the global city, I am wondering why she and Rep. Chanco are
Nagtatalumpati ngayon sa Kamara si Caloocan City Representative Edgar Erice, kaugnay ito ng pagkakasangkot umano ni Vice President Jejomar Binay at ng kanyang pamilya sa pork barrel scam. Panoorin po natin.
They have no basis in truth and in fact. And I wonder why they're always accusing the Liberal Party whenever there are negative reports about the Binays and the UNA. Wala kaming alam sa white paper na yan. Nalaman lamang namin nang ito ay lumabas sa pahayagan at sinasagot ng pamilya Binay at ng UNA. Kaakibat ang malisyosong pag-aakusa sa Liberal Party. Kasinungalingan po yan. Walang basehan. What the Binays must do is to explain whether there is truth to the allegations stated in the white paper. As public officials, they are duty-bound to answer valid issues and be transparent. Mr. Speaker, I was able to get hold of the press releases from the camp of Rep. Binay, and I believe that instead of accusing Secretary Mar Rojas, the Palace and the Liberal Party of a demolition job, it is advisable for our colleague to satisfactorily explain these transactions. After all, public service is a public trust, and transparency is always part of good governance. Please allow me to explain, Mr. Speaker. The purported white paper allegedly details the anomalous transactions involving the PDAP in the 2nd District of Makati. So as a fellow legislator, I gave Rep. Binay the benefit of the doubt and did my own counter-checking of the details as reported in the newspapers. First of all, it is not denied that based on COA findings, she indeed significantly exceeded her PDAP allocation for the year 2008 by 47 million when she received 117 million in Priority Development Fund. It is also not denied that in the years 2008 and 2009, Congressman Binay diverted a total of 12.6 million to an NGO by the name of Kasanib, which was co-founded by her father, Vice President Binay. Ginoong Tagapangulo, hindi rin po itinatanggi na noong 2009, si Congressman Binay ay nagbigay ng halagang 15 milyong piso sa Gabay at Pag-asang Masa Foundation, isang NGO na kabilang sa mga palpak at peking mga organisasyon na inuulat ng COA. At kamakailan lamang ay inalisan ang akreditasyon ng Department of Agriculture dahil hindi na-liquidate ang mga pondong natanggap nito. Lalo pong hindi tinatanggi na gumastos ng 16 milyong piso mula sa PDAP ni Congresswoman Binay para sa vermiculture project sa 2nd District ng Makati. Bagamat wala namang masama sa vermiculture project, lupang nakapagtataka ang pagpoproseso ng mga bulate sa isang highly urbanized city ay gagastusan ng 16 milyong piso. Hindi ko po alam kung may sapat pang lugar sa Makati upang epektibong makapagproseso ng bulate. As an officer of the Liberal Party, I can categorically state that our grand old party has no participation in the supposed demolition job being claimed by Rep. Binay. The Liberal Party's obsession right now is to commit our fullest support to the philosophy of the Aquino administration of Daang Matuwid. Our single-minded goal right now is to contribute to the realization of President Aquino's legacy of good governance. We have no time to be preoccupied with useless black propaganda as the UNA accuses us of. Hindi ko po malalaman ang mga sinabi kong ito kung hindi po inakusahan ang Liberal Party na siyang nangunguna sa demolition job na ito. Ngayon po, ito po ang mukha ni Congressman Erice. Base po sa mga COA records, base po sa mga DBM records, palagay ko po, obligasyon na ito ay ipaliwanag. Ginoong Tagapangulo, kung susuriin po nating mabuti, sino na naman ang hindi naiipit ngayon sa media? Sina Mar Rojas, Butch Abad, June Abaya, na pawang mga haligi ng Liberal Party. Ito ang mga taong wala naman talagang kinalaman sa mga iskandalong ibinibintang sa kanila. Walang mailabas na dokumento, walang mailabas na prueba, puro galing sa bula ang mga paratang laban sa kanila. O hindi po ba yan ang tunay na demolition job? Walang dokumento, walang prueba, walang ebidensyang makakapagpatunay na ang mga itaong ito ay sangkot sa malawakang korupsyon o paglustay ng pera ng bayan? Mga kaibigan ko po at kilala kong personal si Mar Rojas, Butch Abad at June Abaya. At kaya kong sabihin at ngayon nga ay tahasan kong sinasabi sa harapan ninyong lahat, ang mga taong ito ay trabaho lamang ang inaatupag. Sila ay nagpupursige upang matulungan si Presidente Aquino na malutas sa mga problema ng ating bansa. Malaki ang kontribusyon nila sa Daang Matuwid at sigurado ako na wala silang panahon para magkalat ng mga akusasyon at magtago sa likod ng mga white paper. Mr. Speaker, please notice that while Congresswoman Binay and Congressman Chanco are blaming the Liberal Party for this supposed smear campaign, Vice President Binay, as if on cue, has declared that President Aquino was not involved in all this. The suggestion is that the President is separate and not part of the Liberal Party. They are insulting the President because both the government and the LP are being managed by the President. He is in complete control of the Liberal Party. Even Secretary Mar Rojas may delikadesa po, kaya po nag-leave as LP President. The obvious purpose, of course, is to allow Vice President Binay to continue enjoying the perks and privileges of being a cabinet member while his family and party mates are given the go signal to attack the President Aquino's political party and his political allies. Even Congresswoman Binay and the rest of the UNA congressmen are members of the majority coalition except for one. But UNA keeps on hitting its coalition partner in the lower house. There is an old saying, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. Hence, Vice President Binay, his family and his UNA party mates cannot enjoy the benefits of being with the Aquino administration while at the same time having the privilege of maligning the Liberal Party of which President Aquino is the titular head. Panahon na po, Ginoong Tagapangulo, upang ilabas ni Vice President Jejomar Binay ang tunay niyang kulay. At huwag mamangka sa dalawang ilog. Kakambi ba siya ng administrasyon o pinuno ba siya ng oposisyon? Panahon na para ipakita niya ang kanyang pinangalandakang magaling na liderato. Kung siya ay tunay na kakampi ng administrasyong Aquino, dapat ay utusan niya kanyang mga anak at ang mga kapartido na tantanan ng pagbanat sa Malacanang at sa partido ng ating Pangulo. Ngunit kung siya ay tunay na leader ng oposisyon, dapat ay panindigan niya ito. Agad siyang magbitiw sa kabinete. upang araw-araw niyang mabanatan ang mga nakikita niyang mali sa Administrasyong Aquino at sa Liberal Party. Si Congressman Chanco po, hindi po tumanggap ng anumang pwesto dahil ayaw niyang sumama sa majority party. Hinahangaan ko po siya dyan. Pinaninindigan niya ang tunay niyang kulay. Mr. Speaker, the time has come for the Liberal Party to defend itself from the two-faced attacks of Vice President Binay and his UNA party mates. It is time to expose Vice President Binay for what he truly is, the epitome of the opportunistic trapo, as best exemplified when he announced in Manila a ceasefire in Zamboanga, preempting and outstaging the President of the Republic of the Philippines, President Benigno S. Aquino. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, my dear colleagues.
At yan ang talumpati sa Kamara ni Caloocan City Representative Edgar Erice. Kaugnay ito ng pagkakasangkot umano ng pamilya ni Vice President Jejomar Binay sa maling paggamit ng Pork Barrel Fund. Inakusahan ni Erice si Makati Representative Abigail Binay na gumamit daw ng kanyang PDAF para sa umano'y pro-Binay rallies. Ipinagtanggol naman ni Erice ang mga kaalyado niya sa Administrasyong Aquino. Hindi raw totoong may ginagawang demolition job laban sa mga Binay. Sinusubukan pa po namin kunan ng pahayag ang pamilya Binay, pero dati na nilang itinanggi ang akusasyon ni Erice. Pamumulitika lang daw ito.